Hiro! Hiro! Oh, gather round, ye gamers bold, and hear this tale we sing of a ship that sails the pixel seas and dives through everything. Her timbers hum with controllers worn, her sails are patched with cold. She's bound for lore and treasure deep wherever stories go. Heave away, down below. Oh, deep dive gaming, ride the tide through darkest depths and worlds untried. With the mariner at the helm so steady, deep dive gaming, crew stand ready. Hee-ho! Hee-ho! The mariner stands upon the deck, eyes fixed on distant shores. Through glitch and grind and boss fight rage, he charts the myths and lore. No storm too wild, no patch too rough, no depth too far to roam. He steers us through endless games and calls the deep our home. Stand fast, hold the line. Oh, deep dive gaming, ride the tide through darkest depths and worlds untried. With the mariner at the helm so steady, deep dive gaming, crew stand ready. Hee-ho! 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 Dive below. Up in the crow's nest sharp of eye, Mojo scans the sea for trolls and traps and danger lurking where it shouldn't be. She cries the warning, clears the fog, keeps watch both night and day. No foul winds reach our common decks while Mojo guards the way. All clear, dead ahead. Down by the guns with powder black and sparks upon the steel stands Hiro, grinning wide, is shot with steady nerve and zeal. He loads them fast, he times the blast, lets thunder mark the way. When enemies rise from the depths below, Hiro makes them pay. Boom, fire away! Oh, deep dive gaming, ride the tide through darkest depths and worlds untried. With the mariner at the helm so steady, deep dive gaming, crew stand ready. Heave-ho! Heave-ho! Now hear that voice upon the deck, calling strong and true. Great Gazoo sets the orbit pace for every soul and crew. Row, row, keep it tight. Row, row, all unite. Row, row, to the beat. Row, row, dig in deep. Oh, deep dive gaming, ride the tide through darkest depths and worlds untried. With the mariner at the helm so steady, deep dive gaming, crew stand ready. Hee-ho! Hee-ho! So raise a mug and man the rails wherever games may roam. The deep dive gaming sails tonight, and every port's our home.
Heave ho and ahoy, divers, and ahoy, lagging out legion. 'Tis I, the mariner, returning with Hiro for some intermission discussion topic. And we will be playing Zelda Oracle of Ages. I almost said Ocarina again. Oracle of Ages next week, but we're going to take a quick intermission just to have an off Zelda topic for a little bit, and then so this intermission will be about the cultural crosstalk, Western gaming studios versus Eastern gaming studios. First of all, though, ahoy Twitch, ahoy YouTube, ahoy Rumble, ahoy Kick on the Lagging Outside Facebook and Twitter, ahoy as well. Ahoy Kiori on the Rumble side. I hear myself. Whoops. Now everybody can hear you too.
Muted.
I don't have any open windows with the stream, so it's not me.
Can't be me. Or
Mojo?
shouldn't be me.
I have no idea if it was me.
You don't sound doubled over, so I think it's Hiro.
Uh-oh. Checking. I've got testing. No, I've got all my monitors and stuff muted. So
Mojo, do you hear him? Do you hear him in double?
No.
Okay, that's just me again.
Check the Twitch shared screen.
Yes.
Screen.
Yes. We've had that problem last time. There we go.
Yep.
I'll have to remember to check that manually going forward because I'm not used to that not being muted.
Yeah, it shouldn't be unmuted, but it apparently automatically is.
Dang it! Okay. So now that we fixed once again established that I don't know how to do audio, let's get into our discussion. Let's dive in, if you pardon the pun.
There is no pardoning that pun. It will forever be.
None.
It will forever be.
Yes, it will always exist as well.
Quit jumping on that. That's not for you to jump on. You jump on that the right spot, you're going to turn off my computer, and then I'm going to be angry.
As will our co-hosts.
Hey.
Elbow
drop you.
So
Elbow drop you.
I said
Don't
before.
I'm the generation that thrived in chaos.
Hey. I am chaos.
So is the pepper, apparently.
I generate my own chaos. I had 3 of them.
So before the stream, I said
side quest.
Yeah. Before the stream, I said I have no idea how to kick off this subject, and Hiro claimed to know improv. So, improv away.
I think I have the gift of improv. So I think a great starting point is, how much do you know of this pragmata thing?
I was actually considering starting there simply but I just didn't know like what the studio is.
It's Capcom.
Okay, so that is a perfect example because Capcom is out of Japan, right? Okay.
So
I know things. Yay!
You know things, and you don't have to drink to do it.
So, yes.
That makes you better than Peter Dinklage, but that's a whole different.
That's a whole different ball of wax.
that's a different conversation for a different day. Friday, in fact.
Yeah. And we have Mojo as guest. If you're hearing, yes, you're not hearing a lady in your head. That is Mojo, my lovely mod.
I really am a voice in your head.
She just opted to not be on camera, which she has that right.
Some YouTube things.
What's that?
An avatar. Someday I'll get an avatar.
Well, we have your frog on my screen. I need to send that over to Hiro so he can put it in if he can figure out how.
I've got a couple of different ideas.
Improv this! Yeah. So copy that. I got to look it up. And then I got to... Oh, come on, Windows. That is not what I said to do. Okay. There's the Mojo PNG. Go up to here. Drop it in the chat. Okay. And go away, Adobe. No one wanted you here.
That's the frog from World of Warcraft, isn't it?
Yep. I think deliberately chosen.
I am terrified that I realized that.
Yeah.
Speaking of Western gaming studios,
All right.
Yeah, that one be Blizzard.
Yeah, and Blizzard is quite the yeah.
Insert unnamed insert unnamed controversy 376.
Right. Oh boy.
So yes,
I'm
this is
taking up
definitely an off the cuff back to the beginning sort of stream of consciousness where we just kind of talk about the things that occur to us as we hang out, and there's always stream adjustments happening on the side while we're talking.
There we go. Now Mojo is kind of sort of on my head.
So
Just here holding things down.
So yes, how about that Pragmata story? What do you guys think of that?
the game is on my wish list.
And nothing about it except for some of the controversy where people were like implying things that were not really happening because, they have their own problems that they were just projecting. Yes,
I was going to say
projecting
projecting.
problems. Well, no, I'm not seeing that. What I am seeing is a very endearing, dad-daughter moment.
Yeah,
And there are several of them in the game.
Right.
It's just so great. All the clips that I've seen of it, it's clearly well done, clearly well thought out. Apparently, and like I wanted to pitch this topic for our Friday stream this past week, but was kind of sort of outvoted as the topic has spiraled out of control into the social zeitgeist, if you will.
Yeah.
And it is everywhere. Everybody who is anybody is talking about it and talking about how stupid the so-called controversy is. And then there are the people that just want to fall on the mainstream journalist sword and project. I'm of the opinion that they're trying to tell the world about their own problems without telling the world about their own problems.
Exactly. And I'm sorry, I am completely always brought back to the day when Twisted Sister had to go to Congress and call dude out. Every single time somebody comes up with this argument, I always come back to Congress. Apparently that's in your thoughts, not everybody else's, sir.
I love. Oh my gosh, I love because I don't think I was around for that, and if I was really young.
You were a teeny bopper. I was a teeny bopper too.
Yeah. I was kind of. I can't remember the exact timing that this happened. I just remember seeing a clip where this congressman looks at this one of the artists, and I don't remember if it was Twisted Sister or
it was the lead singer of Twisted Sister. If it was the big-haired dude.
Yeah, I just don't remember all the details. Oh, my kid loves your band, loves your songs. So what do you think of blah, 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 blah? And the guy just kind of like looks at him sideways, cocks his head, goes, I just write music and perform music. What does that have to do with Satanism?
Yeah. But yeah, no, I mean, that it was a whole thing. But yeah, every time somebody comes up with something like that, I'm just like, can we just talk to Twisted Sister again?
Right.
Yeah,
Can we just put these people out there?
They're not going to take it. Why should we? I had to.
I can't blame you.
Right. Yeah, so many memes came out of that.
So, Pragmata on the eastern side of the map. What about the western side of the map?
Everybody's falling apart and getting fired.
Yes. The entire it's not even just video game industry, but there have just been massive layoffs across the board in the video game industry. But it's also kind of starting to bleed over. Not even kind of. Meta, Facebook, whatever.
Yeah.
Twitter already did their mass layoffs. I don't even know if anybody still exists over at Twitter moderation anymore.
No.
then you have like it's jumped into the AI industry. Open AI has gone back on their word for buying a bunch of hardware, which yay for IT people. um, just the AI front, or not even the AI front, but the IT front is looking pretty bad in the Western world.
It's looking
Yeah.
pretty bad in the world in general.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. But I would say, what games do we have that have come out on the Western side that have done well? And then we could probably use that as kind of hold up the mirror between the two and see what's similar and what's different.
I'm
Yeah, I'm hard pressed to find any Western games.
that's a
kinda-
comment on itself. Just like
Yeah,
Eastern.
that is
Everybody's
another
enjoying all the games from the Eastern devs, and nobody is enjoying the games from the Western devs.
right?
Even the ones who pay money for the stuff by the Western devs don't seem to be
I
enjoying
can't
it.
remember the name of the game, but it came out not too long ago. It lasted all of 14 days, and it was a live service put up by Western Gaming devs.
Concord.
Concord.
Yes. It's gone. Completely gone. Everybody had to get refunds.
Yep, and that was about a year ago at this point.
Yeah. More
there,
recently, it's having to give out refunds for a completely different reason.
there is there's another game that's come out recently, and it's being labeled Concord Part 2, the Electric Boogaloo, because
Oh.
well, it released to a flop. It was High Guard.
Oh, yeah.
It released to a flop in the Game Show Awards. There was this guy that was hosting the Game Show Awards, and he sang its praises like it was going to be the next best game, the next most epic game ever, the next game of the year, yada yada yada. He was so excited to play it. Then he published a tweet saying 3 days until everybody on the internet's going to have to give me an apology. And then day 3 came, and he was weirdly quiet.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
what can we do about what can we do? Compare and contrast. These are 2 games presented on the Western front, and 1 game so far presented on the Eastern front. What's different about their attitudes, about their game development processes? What's so different that we have such phenomenal success on one side and then steaming pile
Absolutely.
of
I
dog
can-
poo on the other?
I can answer this very simply, and it's probably Hiro can too. And we'll only go as deep as this statement because it's a can of worms we don't want to open. But it's one, the Eastern gaming companies want to make money. The Western gaming company wants to make politics.
Okay, now,
Or
that's-
politics versus lack of politics. That's another way. That's originally the way I wanted to say it, but I couldn't not say something short and simple.
It's not really even the politics. What it comes down to is Western gaming devs at this point in time, at least as far as the executives are concerned, are terrified of insulting anybody, leaving anybody out, blah, blah, blah. I mean, it's like, God forbid, should we insult a snowflake because it's a fucking snowflake? Pardon my French. Pardon me. I'm so sorry. But on the Eastern end, at least as far as Eastern gaming companies, from what I've noticed, they're not worried about that. They are worried about making a game that is enjoyable, that tells a story sometimes. But they're out there trying to make a game that they enjoyed making. That's
Right.
it. They're not worried about, making somebody happy in any way, shape, or form. And if we're talking about the bottom dollar line, no. Nintendo back in the 80s or 90s were starting to tank financially. You know what they did? All the executives cut their pay by 50%.
Yep. Yeah, that is part of the
Because
work and business culture of Japan. If
Yes,
a
it
company
became
is not doing bad, they will take a pay cut or they will penalize themselves, quote unquote. I
right,
think
and we
there
actually did take a page from that.
yeah, yeah. Um though it might be mincing nuance and words with you, Mojo. I think I might, as far as the discourse is concerned.
Yeah.
Um as far as the discourse is concerned, I feel like my response to your rebuttal to Mariner's statement of politics, um, my response is more of a yesn't or a yes but no to your statement.
More
Um,
recently, it is more political, but in like but before that, it was all about making sure we don't insult anybody.
yes, yes, the political correctness, to coin a term from the '90s at this point.
Yeah,
I think that 100% that 100% paved the way for the current societal climate that we have now, which it's its natural progression has turned into, well, the socio-political nature of what is now. I don't think it's so much about being worried about politics, and again, also same kind of to you, Mariner. Like yes, but no, politics or the lack thereof. Every game, in my opinion, every game, every form of entertainment, every TV show, every movie has some form of commentary on some aspect of society. I think it's less about that politicking, less about that societal commentary being present, and more about how it's being presented. Um, if you to go back to a stream of consciousness past, by the way, puppy cameo.
Mm.
streams of streams of consciousness past. We talked about Final Fantasy VII,
Mhm.
and honest and truly, Cloud Strife and his band of Avalanche, the group that they were a part of,
Mhm.
they were climate activists. They were literally climate terrorists. They were
Mhm.
going around the city and blowing up the generators that
The
were
parasites.
mining and generating power and electricity for the city.
Yeah, they were eco
So
terrorists.
yeah, they were literally, yeah, eco terrorists. That's what I was going for. They were eco terrorists. That was exactly what it was. So I mean,
Please don't ban us.
not for nothing. It's not the presence of politics or the presence of a message so much as it is how it is presented, how it is handled. Um, we don't, you know, I think that it's the attitude of the approach to how they tell their story, how they send their message, how they market their game. Because I don't want to say product, because a lot of these game devs, that especially from the eastern side of the world, a lot of these game devs look at this as a form of art. And I'm going to tell you right here and right now that they would probably be very offended if somebody called their work of art a product.
Yeah, absolutely. And they are works of art. I am sorry, but yeah, in comparison to Western games, yeah, Eastern I absolutely love because they are works of art.
Yes.
Whether or not I actually sit down and play them, it's a totally different story. But
It's
not all my tea. I haven't sat down and played Stellar Blade because that's not my bag of tea.
I need to go back and finish that. I'm kicking myself for having not finished it yet.
I
I
finished it.
think I
I've been
have.
busy. I need to finish collecting the outfits.
And yet I say Stellar Blade is not my cup of tea. But yeah, I'm sitting here just crunching away at Crimson Desert. So
It's funny because Stellar Blade, like, it's a very good but very short story. I can tell you that already. I haven't finished it. Yes, I
Yeah,
know.
the story there's kind of thin, but the fight mechanics are really good. The progression, the progression of the moves into combos. It seems very, very elegant, even with the controller. I'm not really like good at gaming combat or working combos for maximum damage. So I'm a button masher. I'll admit it. I try and kill them before they can kill me, and if I have to push extra buttons to do it, I will. But I'm not an elegant fighter by any means.
Right.
I
I worked.
So what?
I worked very hard to get all of the collectibles that I could before advancing the story. So I know where I'm at is I'm about to trigger the end game sequence. I haven't gotten to the final boss, but I'm in the final area, and I wonder if I need to start over or if I need to watch a recap or something. Probably not, considering, like you said, the game itself has a very thin story.
Yeah,
One, by the way,
if you remember where you started in the game, going directly to the end of the game you don't miss out on anything you need to know, I don't believe.
No, because the story progression, like the main quests, will trigger the story progression that has the big reveals of the story that make everybody go, "What?"
Oh, okay.
But I do know that there are some not side plots, but there's a lot of story reinforcement in the collectibles. So, a lot of story reinforcement in the collectibles.
Oh, I got a perfect way to do this. Okay. So, Bethesda and Skyrim versus whoever made Crimson Desert and Crimson Desert. A lot of people are calling Crimson Desert the replacement for Skyrim.
It is.
Oh, wow.
I like Skyrim. I've been playing it recently also, and I'm sorry, I will play Crimson Desert 100 times over.
I know somebody who's played Skyrim constantly. Actually, he had a pattern where every year, at least once a year, he would install Skyrim, load it down with as many mods as he wants. I think he said something like 1,200 mods to update the graphics, quality of life, add quests, do this, do that, customization, weapons. 1,200 to 1,000, couple thousand mods. He'd spend a whole week doing that, play the game for 3 weeks, and then be like, all right, I'm done. Uninstall it all, and then move on to the next game.
That's funny. My gosh. No, that's a lot of work.
That's what he used to do. And then I picked on him because he's like, yeah, I went back and started playing Skyrim again. I was like, are you following that same pattern? What pattern? Like, he's an older guy, so forgetful. The one where you install every mod for Skyrim known to man, and then you spend a month building it, and then you play it for 3 weeks, and then wipe it and reinstall. He's like, oh no, I use a mod manager for all that now. But yeah, so you're gonna play it for 3 weeks and then put it down? Yeah, probably.
Yes.
Oh my god.
But yeah, that's now there is, to be fair, there's what, 15, 20 years difference between Skyrim and Crimson Desert.
Yeah.
Let's look at Starfield. Not much has changed between Skyrim and Starfield.
Okay, that's also fair. Yeah.
So yeah, we can still absolutely totally use Skyrim as a comparison.
Okay.
So I'd like to make another point here. I don't know what it is about Skyrim, but it has 20 years of not 20, but yeah, it's not 20 years.
It's like 10, 15.
15.
15, yeah.
It's like 15 because I remember it came out while I was in the Army, and one of my buddies brought out his PlayStation with Skyrim on it, pulled out an extension cord, plugged it into a power outlet in one of our mobile shelters, and pulled out his portable TV and started playing Skyrim. I'm like, oh, this is awesome. There you go. 2011. There you go.
Yeah.
Been
Yep,
15
so-
years since it released, originally on PC.
Yep.
Wow.
So yeah, and that game has been modded to the Beyond and back.
Oblivion and back.
Re-released,
Mhm.
re-released on every console
3
between
times.
2011 and now.
Speaking of re-releases, Skyrim and Fallout 4 have both been released for Switch 2
Yes, I saw.
as of yesterday or the day before.
Skyrim was released on the Switch.
Wait, Nintendo really let Bethesda touch their Switch?
Yeah. Skyrim was released on the first Switch about 5 years ago, I think it was. And they had a special.
Wait. Was the Switch even around 5 years ago?
It's been around for a very
Yeah.
long time.
Okay.
2016. 2016. I want to say 2016, but it was about 3 or 5 years ago. I can't remember, but Skyrim actually was released, and part of its pre-release promo.
More like 10. Wow, March 3rd, 2017.
Oh shoot, I'm way behind. So yeah, its pre-release promo was you got if you did the if you pre-ordered it, that's what it was. The pre-order promo, you would get special armor that was the Master Sword and Link's tunic.
Oh, gee, I wonder why Hiro knows this.
I just remember them talking about it. I never got Skyrim. But as far as the Switch 2, them doing a re-release for the Switch 2, hey, that'd be awesome, and it'd be worth it if they updated, if they did quality of life updates to it. That's what I will earmark that with.
Oh, but that's what the Bethesda, Creation Club is for.
But Bethesda Creation Club can't touch the Switch. Just saying.
Exactly. But that's exactly what Bethesda relies on to fix their quality of life problems.
I sense, I can taste the salt.
Oh, yeah. No, I am straight up the Pacific Ocean worth of fucking salt on this one.
Talk about gaming. Talk about East versus East West. We're really on topic here.
I mean, it was one of those last-minute topics I came up with last night anyway.
I don't know if I'd call it last minute, but I could definitely say that it was a good pick on topic. So, now Crimson Desert, what is it, Black, what's the studio behind that one? I can't remember.
Abyss. It is
What's
Pearl
that?
Abyss. Pearl Abyss.
Pearl Abyss. Well, I don't know why I thought Black. Oh, it was
Because
Black
they, right, Black Desert. That's the original game, or the original iteration of this.
which
is
I mean,
and that's been around for 10 years, and it's been a live service.
yeah, it was a live. It was an MMO, if I heard correctly.
Still is.
And I've heard
Growing.
I've heard commentary from the devs of Pearl Abyss where they said that they were very disappointed that they were forced to release the game so early. And I'm like, wait, this has been in development for how long? I don't remember what they said, but it was in development for a long time.
Well, Crimson Desert was in production for 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
Or in development. I don't know about production, but in development for like a total of 8 years by release.
Yeah, and if you listen to what the lead dev, the leader of the dev team said, he said that he was disappointed that they were forced to release the game so early. His commentary was, "We wish that we had it in the oven longer. we wanted it to be an MMO, but in order to meet the timeline, we had to cut the MMO features. So there's
Yeah.
apparently more coming for Crimson Desert.
Oh yeah, much more. If you ever actually get a chance to actually look at the full map,
Oh no, there is a roadmap. Oh,
there's a whole roadmap. Yeah, it's huge. They have so many plans, and I'm so excited for it, honestly. And I've barely touched the game. I've barely touched it. As far as how big it is, I mean, I've got
She's
117
been playing
hours
for
into it.
she's been playing for 2 weeks, I think, at this point, and she's barely touched it.
Barely touched it. Yeah, I am still in the main Hernand area. There are players that are like 300 hours in, still in Hernand, have not left it. Because there's so much to do, so much to see. And I mean, and just the fact that you could just sit there and spend a day fishing. There is no press to do
it's
anything.
not a game. It's not a game that Mojo loves unless there is a fishing minigame.
Although I do have to say their minigame could use some adjustments. But other than that, the fishing is fine. It's fine. I can jump in and catch the fish by hand if I need to. Because, like I said, fishing with a pole could use some help. Other than that, it's a great fishing game. But yeah, but there's no hand holding in the game either.
Yeah, so I just got an image of a middle-aged lady with a spear in hand jumping into the lake and going, yeah! Stabbing a fish.
Well,
and then
she is
holding it up like a
Polynesian.
fork.
She is Polynesian, so it fits.
You know, that actually makes a lot of sense considering past conversations.
Yes, yes.
I did not know this.
Yes, no, I'm half Hawaiian.
Yep. That actually makes sense.
It answers a lot of questions. But yeah.
Tell
so-
me, do you make a mean Pokeball?
Yes. Oh my god.
I love me some Poke.
Man, I love me some poke too. Although, I mean, there's a recipe I am still trying to track down that nobody's willing to give up. I'm gonna have to wait for somebody to die. I might have to commit a murder, allegedly. That's for legal
Allegedly in
reasons.
Minecraft.
This is for legal reasons only, allegedly.
Allegedly.
But yes. Then, of course, my wontons, and everybody's in love with my wontons, which is hilarious because it's honestly just lumpia filling. Lumpia. I took lumpia filling and made it into a wonton, and now everybody's just like in love with it. I'm like, that's crazy,
I
y'all.
mean, I'm not.
Essentially the
I'm not
same.
gonna- I was gonna say I'm not gonna spill that secret, but you already did.
I mean,
They really are.
It's the same.
Really are the same.
Just that's it.
Stream of consciousness, folks. Now we've turned into a cooking show.
That's because it's dinner time here. I'm hungry.
Uh-oh. So
Yeah, usually she can munch in private because she's only watching the chat. She's participating today, so she's
Yeah.
I will add in some perspective since we are talking about Crimson Desert and its development time. Add on to that the idea that not quite as long, but Pragmata was announced in 2020.
That's 5 years. Who knows how long they were developing it before they announced it?
So Capcom's been hustling behind the scenes on that one. Think about that. And again, if Capcom, one of the mainstream studios, can pull this off without all of that extra
Right.
BS, all that extra BS in there that everybody's been complaining about. Well, I should say that most gamers that have some sense have been complaining about. then what do you think that any of the actual AAA studios, aside from Capcom, could pull off if they, well,
Hard talent.
shut up and do their jobs?
If they would stop firing, the actual game developers and start, taking some accountability for their bad decisions on as far as the executive side.
Mm-hmm.
We might actually have some games out in some decent times. But even Pragmata took approximately 8 years for development.
See, Mojo went and looked it up on the fly, making me look bad.
Her Google Fu is strong.
I mean,
It's what I do.
I'm not gonna lie. I've learned some really nifty Google Fu talents over the last couple of days, last couple of weeks, working on this little pet project I've been working on.
Google has saved me a couple of times.
I'm trying to think of
But-
equivalent games East versus West. Like, what would be the
So-
equal to Zelda amongst Western game companies? At least as far as like genre and not necessarily complexity, but like, is there an American Zelda, or is there?
Think something along the lines of like Ratchet and Clank.
Okay.
It's a little bit, or well, not a little bit. It's worlds different, but they are they're also still definitely both action RPGs, just with a twist
Okay.
comparison. Although I'm not sure that Ratchet and Clank was a Western studio. It's Sony though.
I don't know. Unfortunately, it's like half the games, like even Battlefield. I couldn't even tell you who makes Battlefield at this point. Is that DICE?
It's
Fix it, DICE?
It's not. Yeah. You've also got the massive undertakings that they have, like Call of Duty, Battlefield, Call of Duty. They've all got like 20 freaking game studios working on them now, and you can't tell who's who and who owns what when it comes to that.
Yeah.
But if you really get down to it and consider it, those conglomerations, those massive projects, those annual releases, even they've been really suffering in quality lately. Not really quality as far as what content they provide, so much as just it's really become lazy undertakings. It's the same game with different teams, or it's the same game reskin, maybe 10 minutes of
Yeah,
effort.
it's cloning fatigue. You make a copy of a copy
Yeah.
of a copy of a copy of a copy. Eventually, you just wind up with mush.
Well, it's like, okay, so like Ubisoft, Avatar, and Assassin's Creed, there are so many gameplay similarities. You could almost literally be playing the same game.
That hurts to hear, because I heard a lot of people were excited for the Avatar games.
I love Avatar. I absolutely love it. But it's more for the story and the artwork. Has nothing to do with the gameplay mechanics or anything like that, because it literally plays like an Assassin's Creed.
No wonder I have such trouble trying to play that game.
Everybody's in trouble. Everybody must die.
Right. You need to help this person go collect his ammunition. You need to help this person go get his special weapon. That sounds like a Far Cry game too. Really, a lot of
Everybody plays exactly the same.
sandboxing. It's the open world sandbox games.
Yes. And they all have the same recipe. Is that the word I'm looking for?
Yeah, the same recipe, the same template, the same.
Yeah.
mold.
For the most part. But yeah, there's not a whole lot of deviation from it. I can sit there and play a game, not tell me who developed the game, and I can tell you it was a Ubisoft game because it plays just like an Assassin's Creed. Or a Far Cry game.
Oh Lord.
And I've played like Far Cry 3 through 6 plus Primal. So yes, I've
Oh
got some
boy.
Far Cry.
Far Cry 3 through 6, Far Cry Primal, Assassin's Creed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, which is really just all of the special name ones. And then I'm sad to say, because I really enjoyed the first one, and I enjoyed the second one, but was disappointed because it wasn't really a continuation of the story from the first one that much. Watch Dogs 1 and 2. They they were the same but different when it comes to the the formula for the Ubisoft games. They were the same as Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, um, the other one, like the brain fart. They were the same in that the formula was the same. Sandbox, got a big city, got a bunch. It's an open world. You could go do whatever you want, and you have 7,000 freaking points of interest. You go and investigate, and you learn it's this new thing that requires this new toy to unlock this, so that you can hack into this and get certain data. You have to solve the puzzle in order to not get busted, and if you get busted, you trigger a police response. And it's does it sound familiar yet?
Hold up, are we talking about Far Cry? I mean, my brain literally said, "Hold up, are we talking about Far Cry?"
But no, that was Watch Dogs. Now the first Watch Dogs came out around I don't remember. Google foo that. But I don't remember when the first Watch Dogs came out. But I loved it. It was different enough from the Assassin's Creed formula, the Far Cry formula, and well, the Saints Row formula and the open world sandbox. It was different enough that it brought me in. But then no, that would have been Watch Dogs 2. Because Watch Dogs came out way before. Actually, no, Watch Dogs and Watch Dogs 2 both came out way before 2024.
Actually, that was my eyeballs that messed that up.
That was what?
It was my eyeballs because the screen literally said 2014, but my brain said, no, that's 2024.
But yeah, no. Watch Dogs actually, like, it was the first one was different enough from the formula and how things were solved, and what it was just different enough that it sucked me in. It was the hacking, and it's kind of scary how technology has progressed, because a lot of the stuff that you're doing in Watch Dogs and a lot of the problems that these hacktivists, if you will, because you were basically being you were basically being a hacktivist. You were hacking into things, stealing information, and then publicly releasing it to expose pirates, privacy violation, and all that. And yeah, it's kind of scary how much that video game mimicked real life.
So, not to interrupt, but I'm going to have to interrupt because we've got 10 minutes left, and there's one more angle that I wanted to pursue that I've just thought of.
Please do.
So, East versus West, they both have one issue that's they both do one thing the same, or they both have a, I don't know if it's a problem or if it's just a bad habit or if it's good for one side to be doing it but not the other because of reasons. But remakes or remasters. We got an announcement I think recently of an Assassin's Creed Black Flag remaster or revamping, whatever. But Western devs aren't the only ones doing it, because there's Eastern companies, Japanese games in particular get remakes or remasters.
Final Fantasy is a huge one that does that.
I can turn off that screen blur. I'm sorry. Change video background. I'm just gonna do that. There we go.
Yeah, Final Fantasy is the most recent one that I can think of because they pretty much remade almost everything.
Suikoden. Is that what that says?
It's the HD. It's the HD remaster of the first and second Suikoden. Yeah, I've been suckered into quite a few remasters / remakes.
Yeah. So they are. So is it true on both sides that they're just cash grabs, or are they more faithful to just improve the graphics but leave the story alone on the East versus the West, or vice versa?
The Western is a little bit more faithful to the original compared to the Western, because the Western, I mean, they do it way more often. It is literally just a cash grab for them.
I'm gonna disagree on this one, Mojo, not because I want to be contrarian. It's a mixed bag. It really is a mixed bag between the two. The remaster, like this remaster, literally it's a graphics update. The rest of the game plays pretty much the same, and then there's like 1 or 2 quality of life changes that they did in the first and second game that altered. Just it would have been gamer complaints back in the day, like, oh, well, I have this really bad inventory limitation that's really creating a problem with the story progression. You know, my bags are constantly full and I can't get stuff done because they're always full. You know, they fixed something about that. You've got your Final Fantasy remasters. I'm both miffed and happy with like the Final Fantasy VII remake. I'm miffed because it's a cash grab that they have been turning it into 3-4 games. I don't know.
Why make one game? Why make one game when you can make 3 and charge thrice as much?
Yeah, I mean, that one is very kind of bad.
That upsets me, but and I throw in the but because the first remake, the Final Fantasy VII remake, they picked decent stopping points for the story for basically episode 1 and episode 2, and they lined it up with basically each disc. However, it was one game released before. Why not just put it all on one game? Because the game, I know the game, like I've got people that I know that rolled over the game, the save file, game time played. I know people who rolled it over with how much time they put in the game.
Dang.
But yeah, and I also know people who like they put like 300-400 hours into the game. I put 80 hours, give or take, into Final Fantasy VII Remake, the first one. And then Rebirth, I think, was 60 hours. And yes, I'm going to probably get the next one, but I'm not happy that they broke it into 3 games. That's a cash grab. The alternate, but the remake, like they remastered the graphics. They also changed the story on this one, which my buddy Tierndeth, he's a walking game guide for Final Fantasy VII.
Yes, he is.
He's like a brother to me. I love him to death. He's with Final Fantasy VII what I am with Zelda.
So he's angry about the lore change.
He's not happy about how the lore changed. However, this is also something. Apparently, the lore change is based on the premise that in the Japanese version of the game, a character, well, in both versions, a certain character dies. Yeah. But in the Japanese version, there was content that was cut coming to America, where there is a whole side quest where that character actually comes back to life, and it's a whole side quest that you get the character back with. And as I understand it, that's that story premise, that point, that talking point, or whatever, that discussion point, that gameplay point, is being brought back in, and they're doing it slightly differently. And as the developers claim, it's the original story that they wanted to tell but could not, due to constraints that probably corporate constraints, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
So I say it's about probably a 50-50 shot on these remakes and remasters. I am with you, Mariner, because I know how you feel. Make new games, make new content, make new franchises. Pragmata, it's something new. It's a whole new story. It did over 1 million copies sold in the first 3 days, if I remember correctly.
I think it's
Fact
2
check
days.
me.
I think it was 2 days.
Yeah. Well, still, a lot of sales in the first few days. I'm just saying, definitely make new stuff, but it's worth it because games like this are not available anymore. So remasters, remakes, whatever, there's a place for it.
Yeah, there's a place for them that the Western companies don't wait for. The Eastern companies are like, we have people who we know want to play this game, but they don't have it anymore because the equipment they played it on has died since then. They can't get a new one.
Right.
The game can't be acquired so let's redo it so that they can play these old games. # play old games. But the Western companies like Ubisoft, Black Flag is available. Black Flag is playable. Black Flag is there. But they're still making a remake or a remaster or whatever it is. Not because they need to so that they can get more customers in, but because they know people will buy, for whatever reason, another release of the same game. And they need that cash. Especially Ubisoft. Ubisoft especially needs that cash.
Yeah, my opinion on it, yes, it is mixed. It is mixed. I think there's a place for the remasters and remakes, but there's also a wrong way to do it. Because The Last of Us 2 got a remaster not even 3 years after it dropped. It's like 3 or 4. Like, who wants that?
3 million in the first 2 days for Crimson Desert. Woof.
Jeez.
It outdid for a little bit. Outdid Pragmata by 1 million in the first few days.
We'll see how strong their legs are. I'm gonna say that because they're still both flying off the shelves. If I had to guess.
Oh yeah, they absolutely are. Also, this huge controversy with IGN and their review of Crimson Desert. That's brought it like hugely into light because
Streisand effect, everybody.
Oh yeah, you can't spell ignorance without IGN.
Right? That's a fact.
So,
but on that note, we should probably wrap it up.
I am in agreement. We could probably go on about this for a while too.
We'll maybe, we may hold on to this for a future intermission where we take a break between games. But next week, I believe we are going to come back for more Legend of Zelda. I will be playing Oracle of Ages, and Hiro will be commentating or doing whatever. I don't know what we could call what I was doing while Hiro was playing Ocarina of Time.
I know what it was supposed to be. It was supposed to be me navigating and you driving.
Yeah.
And it turned into me driving and you going, oh, hey, you need to watch out for that.
So I'm going to try and make up for that by playing Oracle of Ages. Because I'm familiar with the Oracle of Ages. I primarily played the Zelda games that were on Game Boy. And that's what I'm familiar with. Which Hiro did not do. So
Not nearly as much. The only ones that I did was that one. I can't remember. It was another one that played much like Wind Waker. Phantom Hourglass. That's what it was. That one I played and had. There was. I also played A Link Between Worlds, but that was on the Switch. But it played like one of the handhelds.
Gotcha.
Anyways.
Yes. So tomorrow I will be back at 5 o'clock Eastern time for some more Sim Settlements 2 action. Kiori will be playing on the Lagging Out channel tomorrow evening. Some Mafia, I think. Then Thursday night.
Yeah, I think she might be swapping away from Mafia soon because she's having issues with the fact that there's a bug that prevents her from using controller on it. So there's a new game she's looking at. It's like anime Grand Theft Auto.
Interesting.
That's amazing.
But I'll be back. I'll be on the Lagging Out channel on Thursday night at 7:30 for more Sim Settlements 2. We're gotta be getting close to the end, but we're still have a few quests to go, I think.
It was the daughter that set it all up.
Yeah.
But anyway.
And then there was you'll have to lay that out for me at some point off stream because I don't remember where you got that from. And then Fridays there's the Lagging Out live podcast with Hiro and Chieftain. Possibly a Rogue Penguin will wander into the stream, possibly not. I don't know yet. Or we're unsure who all may make a guest appearance on Friday night. So tune in to find out. And then, are we playing Desynced again on? No, it was a once a month thing we decided for Desynced.
Well, in truth, we didn't really pick a frequency. You suggested once a month, and I'm not against that.
Okay.
It's just, for me, it's a matter of, I started getting, because I do the Stream of Consciousness with you. I do the Friday night streams. And then I started doing the streams with Kaori, and it just ended up being too much time on camera for my taste.
Yeah.
Too much time being taken away from other things.
Understandable there. So, anyway, thank y'all for coming and hanging out. If you're watching on the playback, hit the like and or the subscribe or the follow, whatever your platform may be. Until next time, enjoy whatever game you might be playing. Thank you, Mojo, for hanging out. Thank you, Hiro, for hanging out. Thank me for hanging out.
Not that anybody could see.
Yeah. So, fair winds and fun gaming. I am the Mariner. That's the Hiro. That's the Mojo. Signing off and lagging out. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.